polka dots on. You this drawn. You probably heard when I brought a Rollie, AP in the cardiac.
The first round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. The Pistons come into Game 3 up 2-0 with a relentless desire to thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Wizards. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And now Washington's starting group. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Also Jordan Poole out there. Chris Middleton is out there with Song. And it's Champagnie in at the force line. And for the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Trains the three-pointer. You look at Detroit. Shocking the world, winning 2 on the road to start this series. Greg, if they win tonight, their lead could be insurmountable.
No doubt. They have a chance to win both at home and close this thing out, but their opponent is the higher seed for a reason. Momentum can shift very quickly, and sometimes when you lose it, you can't get it back.
Very hard, you're right. So it's Washington now, following the 3 by Detroit. Poole with it, inside. Here's Sarr. Bank shot, no good.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
And here's Harris from the arc. And another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Cunningham against Poole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. Duran pulls it in. Detroit's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Another 3 for Detroit.
And they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burner.
A slow start for Washington in this one. A 12-point game. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Poole. Here's Champagnie. Here's Sarr. They need this. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Now Sasser. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Here's Coulibaly. The pass to Champagny. Nice ball movement by Washington. Sasser with it. Picked up by Poole. Three-pointer. And another three for Detroit.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Pass to Poole. Can't get it to fall. Pistons leading by 18. And now we've got some time to check in from the...
The two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I've told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the floor.
.156 left in the first quarter. Sarr with it. Turin's on him. Sarr's shot is off. Detroit leading by 21. Harris with it. Guarded now by Kispert. And another three for Detroit.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Cunningham for three. And another three for Detroit. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total in a hurry.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Fires the three. Good on the triple. Harris has got 9.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Sarr. Out left to the wing. Now Kispert. No scoring in this one. 4 on the clock. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
And the three ball is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Poole. And Cunningham with the block. Thompson outside. Latre. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. We're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
So on the floor for Washington, you've got Rashawn Holmes. Brogdon out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Kispert. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. Beasley for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Brogdon outside. To the paint, deflects the pass, stolen by Thompson. And here comes Detroit again with the fast break. Here's Schroeder, another 3 for Detroit.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Smart against Schroeder. Smart wide open, he fires. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Hardaway passes to Beasley. Shoots the 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Brogdon kicks to Kispert. Pass to Smart. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Stewart. Detroit's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Thompson passes to Stewart. The 3 buries the long-range jumper.
How about Stewart stretching out the defense, and not something we see from him a ton of times.
Brogdon looking around. 11 feet away, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Brogdon against Beasley. Smart up top. Brogdon left side. Rebound, Detroit. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
This one for 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now, here's Brogdon. Still without a basket. It's stolen by Schroeder. Now, Detroit moving it up. For 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And how about the pressure they're able to now start to apply, taking advantage of every miscue.
Schroeder comes with the double team. And so Washington again turning it over.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Both teams will make substitutions. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's up a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Smart following the 3 by Detroit. No dice and 9 feet out.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Hardaway passes to Stewart. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Stewart's got 6 here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Smart. Pass to George. To stop the drought. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now here's Hardaway. Launches it. And another three for Detroit.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now, here's Brogdon. Hasn't made one yet. Wants to get it to Smart and does. George looking over the floor. Gill. It's hauled in by Stewart. And Detroit has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Klintman. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
A big-time effort for Malik Beasley, providing a lot of energy for Detroit. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. He'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Detroit Pistons.
We knew they wanted a track meet, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all business, showed up prepared, made the right moves, and gotten it done.
You can see it in their eyes, man. You know they're the better team out there tonight, and they see it. They're letting everyone else know it too.
Yeah, continuing to make a statement here, that's for sure. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. One guy who's getting it done is Malik Beasley.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Middleton the pass to Sarr. Here's Champagnie. It's deflected.
Oh, nice swat there from Ivey. Love seeing guards like him come up big on defense.
Thompson from long range. Pass to Cunningham. The Pistons working the ball around now. Takes a three. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
So it's the Wizards now. Middleton outside. Thompson with the rebound. Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. From downtown. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Thompson's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Middleton outside. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Thompson for 3. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Song. Thompson with it. Now defended by Song. Duran wide open. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Duran's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thompson against Middleton. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see a miss from there.
Traps in the tray.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Wizards have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. It's stolen by Cunningham. There's the three. A three ball. Buries it from three-point range. Cunningham's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pistons. So it's the Wizards now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Poole kicks to Middleton. 1:43 left to play here in the third. Coulibaly with it. Duran picks him up.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lets it go with a three. Another three for Detroit.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Coulibaly. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Ivy with the ball. Another three for Detroit.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Middleton on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. Cunningham for three. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Cunningham's got 12 in the game.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
Poole against Cunningham. It's stolen by Duran. Fast break Detroit. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Hey, guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Middleton outside. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duran. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Tobias Harris. Beasley's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Corey Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Coulibaly. Pass to Champagnie. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocked loose. Beasley, the pass to Stewart. For the three. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 9.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense, and we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Kispert. Smart is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's George. And it's Carrington in at the 3 slot. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Schroeder surveying the floor. And another three for Detroit. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Pistons.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, confidence grows, you win that turnover battle.
Stewart with it. George picks him up. Here's Holland. Another three for Detroit.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
Beasley against Brogdon. Beasley with the steal. Fires for three. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Stolen away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Carrington. No good, unable to end this run. The Pistons have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Stewart. Another three for Detroit.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Beasley for three. And he's good on the three ball. Beasley's got 6 in the quarter.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
It's tipped. Smart against Schroeder. Smart deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Pistons. Beasley outside. Another three for Detroit.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Schroeder. Another three for Detroit.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
Brogdon outside. He's looking for Kispert and finds him. Comes up empty down low. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And Game 3 will go into record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep may be in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Asar Thompson.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Beasley outside. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Beasley against Brogdon. And Hardaway comes to help. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Here's Holland. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Malik Beasley.